9 months ago, an Osky High student was a football player. In one sudden moment, he became a hospital patient. Today, he's a young man with a new outlook on life. Madison explains.
15, 16.
Up early, blood flowing, and sweat dripping.
Awesome, better than boys, okay.
Summer strength and conditioning has begun. Monday through Friday, local kids on their own initiative make their way to the Indians training facilities as early as 8 a.m. Though the workout sessions are voluntary, head OHS football coach Mark Shield and staff keep track of who's coming and going. In particular, one young man, Drew Richmond, whose path back to the gym wasn't as easy as getting out of bed. Last October, during the first quarter of Osky's first round of state, Richmond lined up here in the slot and sprinted for a 5-yard out when he was tackled in midair and driven headfirst into the turf.
Oh, big hit.
Yep. Nice job to hang on by Drew Richmond.
Right as it happened, just lost all sensation. Pretty much numb, couldn't move. Woke up a couple minutes later, complaining my arm was on fire. Don't really know why that happened.
What transpired was a neck injury in a common area for many football players. The impact of Richmond's head on the turf fractured his C3 through C7 vertebra, and the burning sensation he felt was from a pinched nerve right here.
It seemed like the farther on the day went, just the worse it could get. I started off, I didn't even know my neck was broken, and I was planning to get cleared for the next playoff game Monday, and it went progressively just getting worse.
Besides his fractures, more tests in Iowa City revealed Drew had ripped all the tendons on the right side of his neck, convincing doctors that the 17-year-old should never play football again. With Richmond in a neck brace and the bad news settling in, his spirits were low until he laid eyes on 10-year-old Chastity, a young girl whose stay in the pediatric ward was much longer because she was battling cancer.
It just made me realize how much we're missing out back here in Oskaloosa, and seeing all those younger kids been fighting there for months on end, staying in those rooms and taking these tests that I've taken for a day, just really made me realize how lucky I am.
With a new perspective on life and his injury, Drew was fortunate he only needed a neck brace and 3 months to get over his injuries. With that news flash back in February, Richmond literally took that information and ran with it this spring, qualifying for the Drake Relays and state as a member of the high school's 4x1 team. Since then, the senior has been back in the weight room training for a football season his neck might not be ready for.
I'd like to just put it past me, kind of forget about that and act like I'm just like any other kids in there,
As for football, Drew won't know if he's clear to play again until the doctors say so in late July, a week before the start of two-a-days. Until then, the Indian is doing everything he can in and out of the weight room to make that possibility a reality. Either way, Coach Shield is grateful to have one of his team leaders back as a symbol of physical and mental strength. For CRI Weekly News, I'm Madison.